Greetings, church. Today is Friday, the 9th of April, 2021. Just walking by the city hall there. Yesterday I was told a big fat lie that Wyden, the senator, died of COVID. And of course, to my surprise this morning, I come into 24 hours and it seems like there's another COVID scare. And the COVID scare has put them back. It's on this big pink sign. So we're back to, instead of going in and out when you want to, they're having sessions of people going in, and then they have to clean up after them. So we're going back to what it was like 3 months ago. So it's a real pain in the ruckus. Here in downtown Portland, I'm not sure why. If it's also because of COVID, it looks like the fences are back up again. So I'm not sure why, but it seems like they moved everybody out of the park, and everybody's outside of is on the sidewalk. I'm not sure if that's also because of COVID. They down at the NATO, they chopped down one of the trees, one of the big, huge, like these big trees here you see at the park. One of them was cut down on NATO. Huge thing. Not sure exactly why. As for me, I'm still getting hit. I checked my nail, my little pinky nail. Something a pastor would be reporting to a people publicly, right? On an internet site. But my little pinky nail, apparently Gabriel went back in there, sexually assaulted me, and went at it with my small toe, and whatever was left of the toenail, she took out half of that. So there's not a whole lot left of the nail. So she's still going in there, and what was reported to me over the air again by MacArthur's daughter was apparently somebody had reported, one of the workers had reported that they heard typing in my storage unit. Apparently what was reported is the police department is going in there and turning on the computer and removing videos, sabotaging videos, silencing videos. That's what I was told. I don't know which of the police department officers would go in there, and if they did, it's probably with John MacArthur, because MacArthur is against the preaching and is against the leadership. I just had a fight with Melinda. She told me how much she hated my guts, and that I was not a leader, and I gave it back. I told her to go stroke herself because she's a she-man. We hate each other, the MacArthurs and I. Before that, it was Gabriel, and it's a war with the women, the Haitian women and European women. This morning I had to let it out against Gabriel Franklin. I made a mistake this morning, and the mistake that I made was the statement that I made that, I've been here for 40 years, and in 40 years, neither myself nor Guy Franklin nor Gabriel ever took a picture together as a family. 40 years, nothing memorandum, not even a sit down at a dinner table, nothing. It's been persecution for the last 40 years, and for that I hate this woman and her family. And the mistake that I made was when I made the statement that the person that instead of me taking a picture with the Franklins, I ended up taking one with John MacArthur at a I think it was at a camp, one of those camps where you have guest speakers, and Artavanus was the pastor, and one of those Mandalay Bays, I'm not sure if it was Mandalay Bay, it was in some hotel somewhere. Everybody was taking pictures with him, and I just thought to myself, how peculiar. The European took a picture with me, but my own people, my own race, I couldn't even take one with them after 40 years. And I think she took offense at the fact that I made mention of the fact that I took a picture with her father instead of my own race. And that's really sad, because I've been in the country for so long that you would think by now I would have some wholesome relationships with both the American people and with some of these Haitians. But this African woman has kept pretty much everyone away from me, so that I don't have any kind of relationship with males or females. And she keeps herself busy coming in and out of the tent, or places where I'm sleeping at, so she could, you know, continually sexually assault me. I'm right in front of the Apple building. Last night I was walking, they were going nuts last night. Somebody was, I don't know who it was, but somebody was, they threw a bunch of stuff from across this thing here. One of the signs, I'm not sure if it was, I think that sign right there, I'm not sure if it was one of the workers, but it was really weird. I just thought, you know what, these Asian people, I mean, they're spending all this money to rebuild the Apple store, and I have a feeling with all of the violence and all of the protests, I think it's a waste of money, you know, because of the fact that it's still going on, you know, in the city. There's still violence in the city. There's still a lot of, you know, there's unrest, you know, because of this Chauvin case and because of just people's sin, you know, a lot of sin. This is what the effects of sin is in our modern day America. The effects of sin is this, you know, this is the people's cry right here. This is the cry of the people. Listen to this. If this is one nation under God, where is liberty and justice for all, right? Where is liberty? And this is the cry of the people. And when the people cry, right, this is the cry of the people. And when the people cry, this is their response to the cry right here, is a destruction of government property, of personal businesses. You know, when the people cry that they're being mistreated and they're being hurt, this is how they give it back, right? Total destruction of the city, you know. And I'm not with this side where they're feeling like they're being oppressed and they need to express themselves, right? I'm not with this side. I'm not with the oppression of the Africans and oppression of the people, in the fact that they're feeling this way about themselves, right? This right here was a Tupac Shakur picture that was drawn, and it looks like somebody's blackened it out completely. So I'm not with the cry and the hits that are happening against the people, but I'm also not with the destruction of the properties. It looks like they've completely replaced the glass up there, right? It's completely replaced, but how long is that going to last for? You know, I mean, over the course of time,